So we are in the 19th shloka, second chapter. Ya enam veti hantaram yas chainam hanyate manyate hatam ubhau tau na vijanitu nayam hantina hanyate. He who thinks that the living entity is a slayer or that he is slain does not understand. One who is in knowledge knows that the self slays not nor is slain. Now Arjuna's main objection to fighting the war was that he is going to kill so many people. Correct? So Krishna is directly challenging the foundation. The point is, nobody is being killed here. Imagine Krishna is not at all touching all the sentimentality what Arjuna has thrown. No, he will die, culture will go, this Krishna. First thing, Arjuna, who is dying here? Nobody is being killed here and nobody is a killer here. Therefore, it is not easy to understand the platform of Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada, I told you many times, Prabhupada said this movement is thoroughly spiritual. Therefore, ordinary class of men who are all on the mundane bodily platform, who want to stay in the platform of illusion, cannot understand this movement. General people, all sentimental stuff, they can't understand this movement. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is so, Krishna is so clear. ये क्या कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, दूध का दूध पानी के पानी. Just speaking flat the truth. You are saying, hey, you're going to kill people. The fact is, nobody can be killed and nobody is a killer in that way. So it brings, people, it's not easy, So many times when you go to some house, some death has occurred. I remember once I visited somebody, long time ago. And he was in great pain. I was explaining him, the fact is, nobody died. People don't want to listen. Somebody doesn't want to listen to anything now. He wants to stay in illusion. What can be done? And suffer, keep suffering. So the whole world is like that. They don't want to wake up to the reality. They say, we should never avoid the truth. Why? One day truth will come and crush you. Because one day the reality will be seen how we are there in this world temporarily. If you look at the reality, all of us know our grandfather has died. Correct? Our great grandfather died. Now even our father, sometimes they tell, those whose parents are alive today, some of the elders, so beta any day will go. So then point in next my turn is coming. That should strike us, They say a goat is about to be sacrificed. And it can see all his friends who were lined up with him yesterday are already hanging. But still the goat is busy eating the grass. And what a nice day today. What wonderful grass I have got today. This thing is not understood. Take an example. Suppose out of all the places you went to Afghanistan to do some job. Sometimes people go for some conference or something. You went. And there, or even Pakistan, and you are caught, arrested. And they say that morning I am going to slay you. That is decided. They say, and they will not use a bullet. They will not waste a bullet. They will just cut the neck. What they call halal. And now you have the night remaining. And one of them has sympathy for you. Say, see, this is not going to change the death penalty. That is decided. But any last wish you had, can you enjoy now in the night? Knowing that in the morning I will be, neck will be cut. Can you enjoy? Can anybody with any sanity say, many times we say to people, how are you? I am fine. How can you be fine when you are going to be slaughtered any moment? You see what amount of illusion people are living in. And whole night he is busy. No, you gave me that something to eat, pizza, salt was not there. I eat whatever was there. Now you're going to die. You are running around for all this excitement. No, that movie you put up, I want to see that movie. No, only 2 hours remaining. I remember a long time, I don't know if I told you. When I was young, this age, I saw a movie. And from Russia, one man, what he did, by mistake, he releases a missile, nuclear missile towards America, by mistake. So the whole, camp is there where 20-30, boys and girls are there. And this happened. And he tells everybody, Already it has been released. Now we can't, whatever the technology, it can be diverted. It is over. Now from any time American nuclear missile will come, then counter reaction happen. World is going to finish. We have some half an hour remaining. So all of them decide, boys and girls in pair, let us enjoy for half an hour. Now, this is nonsense. You can't enjoy when death is about to come. This is not a correct. Nowadays the modern mood is, forget about death, let us just enjoy. Now you can't do anything about it anyway, so let us enjoy. It is not possible. When reality comes, you cannot. And there was an aircraft, I told you that example. Generally aircraft disaster, everybody dies. Okay? So what happens this time, that all the engines went off. Did I tell the story? No, here I have not done. So all the engines go off, and the pilot says that, it's very difficult. I don't want to kill you, but I just warned you. I have nothing with me. I'll try to land it as safely as possible. And then 50% people died. Some 150 people died, some 150 survived, something like that. So they interviewed the people who survived. What was everybody doing? Everybody was praying. No shouting, no howling, all sitting and praying. Because he was trying his best to float it as much as possible. And he almost brought it near the, runway. But it was still short. And the plane tumbled, burnt. Some 150 people survived. So same way, actually the fact is, this death is a creation of God. All the calamity is a creation of God. It is needed for us to, it is a trigger for us to surrender to Krishna. It is needed. Just like I have developed that many times. If somebody is very daily studying, as teachers we are teaching, suppose somebody is daily studying student, you don't need to give surprise quizzes or even exam, not needed. But generally we know, suppose a teacher announces, in this course there will be no attendance, there will be no exam, nobody will come to class itself, forget about seeing the textbook. So just same way people are also saying, those people are Mukta Purushas, like Narada, they don't experience any death, it's not needed for them. Vaikuntha, no death is needed. They are always constantly absorbed in service to Krishna, like daily studying the books. They are doing what is supposed to be done. But for crooks like us, daily exam is needed. So many calamities we hear. This happened. Recently I had gone to one college, one boy was shaved. I said, what happened? Sir, my grandmother died, and he started crying. So for the people like us, these all calamities are needed. Therefore Queen Kunti realized this. What she says, my Lord, give me calamities more and more. Why? Because when the calamities come, my Lord, I am able to remember you. So therefore, I want more and more calamity. Now she is taking a humble position. But for us, it is actually in one's, therefore a devotee, good or bad, any position he comes, he takes it as a gift of Krishna. Just like a teacher, if he gives an exam, if he gives a prize, a good student, if he knows the teacher is good, takes it is good for me. Today I should do this exam, it is very good for me, I learn something. Sometimes a good student always like exam. But you will not find such students today. Some rarely it happens. We are read and we give the exam. When you do well, that time we feel actually, what a good paper it was. Generally we are exam teacher, when he comes to the, we had our teacher in college, and some of the teachers, when they used to come with that surprise quiz in the hand, we can see a bundle in their hand. So heartbeat used to fail like anything. Today, and he used to look like a demon who's going to kill me. It doesn't look like somebody was. So therefore, actually the Maya, on behalf of the Krishna, the examination is going on by Maya. Prabhupada says, Maya job is a thankless job. Just like a teacher job. You see, at the end of the teacher does his job very nicely, people curse him. If he doesn't do his job, he doesn't take exam, doesn't give assignment, they don't learn at the end of the thing, but they, such a good teacher, very cool. But if the teacher is doing his job properly, they hate him, they curse him, What all we used to do. We used to do, some kind of a Reiki. Something we used to do black magic in the hostel, trying to kill the teacher. And next day you to go to the college, is still alive. Just imagine how the mind travels. The same way, there are many people who hate God, they curse God. He's just doing his business. Thankless job. But generally, Krishna doesn't interfere personally. Maya does all the job. Mental energy does the job. Krishna is playing with his intimate devotees in Goloka. He doesn't get involved. But the energy of the Lord, it just does the job of the Lord perfectly to train the people. Correct? It's for our own good. So this is where we can understand the death. And here this is very clear that actually it is true, soul never dies. And this is such a revolution for the whole society. You may see, if you see the shlokas here in the Bhagavad Gita, one after another, they look redundant because it is repeating what Krishna has already told. There are, second chapter, if you see so many shlokas, one after the same. But you see, what redundancy. Even after Krishna told 20 times, say, the soul is eternal, 5,000 years are over, so many editions of Gita are there, still 99% people are not convinced that soul is eternal. Okay? They're still on the platform of body. So Krishna, knowing the nature of people, has re-emphasized again and again, you are not this body, you are not this body, you are not this body. Okay? So in that respect, we can take this. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.